My name is John Cord. I'm an attorney at Miller & Zois. We handle product liability cases, including pharmaceutical drug cases. Today, we'd like to talk to you about birth control pills, specifically Yasmin, and Ocella. These pills are important because Yaz is the most popular birth control pill on the market right now. The FDA, which tracks adverse events, has received reports of over 50 Yaz-related deaths. Additionally, the FDA has taken the rare step of chastising the manufacturer of Yaz, Bayer, for false advertising regarding Yaz, and has required them to spend $20 million on corrective advertising. The three birth control pills we're going to discuss are Yaz, Ocella, and Yasmin. They are all very similar in formulation and significantly different from other birth control pills on the market today. All three have the same medical effects on women. Yasmin, the first of the three, was initially manufactured by Berlex. However, Berlex was acquired by Bayer in 2006. This was approved by the FDA in 2001, and in 2007 had annual sales of approximately $572 million in the US alone. The second birth control pill, Yaz, has always been manufactured by Bayer. It was meant by Bayer to replace Yasmin, which was the drug manufactured by Berlex, when Bayer acquired Berlex in 2006. This drug was approved by the FDA in 2006, and in 2008 had annual sales of approximately $616 million in the United States. Right now it has 18% of the market share of birth control medications, which makes it the best-selling birth control pill in the United States. The birth control pill industry is a $3.4 billion a year industry. This drug, Yaz, even outpaces the very popular orthotricycline, which only makes approximately $400 million per year by comparison. The third of the three is Ocella, which is a generic form of Yaz and Yasmin. It is now manufactured by Teva Pharmaceuticals, though it was initially manufactured by Barr Laboratories. This is a generic drug. It was approved by the FDA in 2008, but is the generic form of Yaz and Yasmin, meaning that it has essentially the same formulation as those drugs. In 2008, it had annual sales of over $170.2 million in the United States. A little background on the litigation. Right now, there are 32 filed federal cases in federal courts across the country. There is a petition before the Judicial Panel on Multi-District Litigation to consolidate these cases before an MDL. However, the majority of these federal cases are in the Northern District of Ohio. MDLs are not class actions, but rather individual cases grouped together for pre-trial discovery. After the conclusion of the MDL and group discovery, individual cases are sent back to their home states for case-specific discovery and typically for trial. If the MDL is approved, these cases would likely be placed before the Honorable James Carr before the United States District Court in the Northern District of Ohio. The MDL petition that the plaintiffs filed has a hearing date of September 24, 2009 in Richmond, Virginia. At that time, the panel will hear arguments for and against consolidation before an MDL, and will determine within approximately the next 2 months whether to consolidate these cases or allow them to remain completely individual lawsuits in their individual federal courthouses. A little background on birth control pills generally. On May 11th of 1960, the FDA approved the first birth control pill, Enovid, which was a combination progesterone and estrogen pill. Most birth control pills since then have likewise featured the same combination of progesterone and estrogen. This was the first ever approved lifestyle drug, that is, a drug that is not medically necessary. In the 1970s and 1980s, a second generation progestin was developed, including those used by popular birth control medications such as Seasonique. A third generation progestin was developed in the 1990s. Orthotricycline is one of the birth control medications that uses a third generation progestin. Finally, from 2000 to 2009, fourth generation progestins, including drospirenone, are being used in birth control medication. though they are only used in Yasmin, Yaz, and Ocella. This is a very new formulation of birth control pills, one without the same studies, the same decades of studies that other progestins have involved. Bayer, the manufacturer of Yaz and now Yasmin, did a number of things wrong in marketing this drug. First, they manufactured a drug with an increased risk of sometimes fatal blood clots, pancreatitis, and gallbladder disease. Second, they failed to properly test the drug before putting it on the marketplace. Third, they marketed the drug in a way to minimize the increased risks. They were in fact chastised by the FDA for their poor marketing practices. And finally, the marketing of the drug that Bayer did was oftentimes for uses not approved by the FDA, including premenstrual syndrome, bloating, fatigue, muscle aches, and acne. These are all issues that the drug was not approved for by the FDA. The problems with Yaz, Yasmin, and Ocella are that women may develop a number of medical problems. First, they may develop pancreatitis, an inflammation of the pancreas. Second, and most significant, they may develop blood clots. These blood clots come in many forms and have many results. For example, they can cause deep vein thrombosis, or blood clots in the legs. They can include pulmonary embolisms, or blood clots in the lungs. They can cause strokes, which are blood clots affecting the brain's blood supply, or they can cause heart attacks, which is a blood clot affecting the heart's blood supply. Furthermore, women who take Yaz, Yasmin, and Ocella may develop gallbladder disease and may, in fact, have to have their gallbladder removed. The symptoms of pancreatitis, according to the Mayo Clinic, are upper abdominal pain, or abdominal pain that feels particularly worse after eating. It can include tenderness when touching the abdomen and indigestion. Symptoms of deep vein thrombosis, or blood clots in the legs, are very variable. Sometimes this deep vein thrombosis can occur with no symptoms. However, some symptoms may include pain or swelling in the legs, ankles, or feet, sudden onset of shortness of breath, chest pain or significant discomfort, or a sense of anxiety and nervousness. Pulmonary embolisms, or blood clots in the lung, may be signified by chest pain similar to that of a heart attack, rapid heartbeat, or anxiety and nervousness. The symptoms of strokes include trouble walking and talking, paralysis or numbness on one side of the body, headaches, and blurred vision. The symptoms of heart attacks include chest pain or pressure that lasts for more than a few minutes, pain that extends to the shoulder, arm, or back, shortness of breath, and an unusual feeling of nervousness or anxiety. As for the gallbladder-related issues, Yaz, Yasmin, and Ocella may cause gallstones. This may be indicated by sudden increased pain in the abdomen or between the shoulder blades and a yellowing of the skin and eyes. Furthermore, gallbladder removal may be necessary. Yaz, Yasmin, and Ocella can cause gallbladder injuries, it is theorized, because it increases the cholesterol levels in the bile and decreases gallbladder movement, which leads to the formation of gallstones. These gallstones, if not properly addressed, may lead to the removal or may necessitate the removal of the gallbladder. Furthermore, as for the blood clot-related injuries, including pulmonary embolisms, deep vein thrombosis, strokes, and heart attacks, it's believed that Yaz can increase the potassium levels in the body, which slows down the blood flow and allows time for the formation of blood clots. Those blood clots then travel to various parts of the body where they can do significant damage to women. In order to determine if you can file a lawsuit, call Miller & Zoyce at 1-800-553-8082. We have attorneys licensed to practice in a number of states, and we can handle any Yaz, Yasmin, or Ocella case in other states by special permission of the court. For more information, please visit our website at www.millerandzoyce.com.